So Lee, if you'd like to stay with us, that would be great. We're going to have a little conversation with Ken and Jack Two Fish Fisher. We're going to talk a little bit about the day, etc. We're going to also talk at the end a little bit on we've got Z. So we're going to do a little bit of a roundtable to talk about some of the takeaways, but mostly we'd love to hear Ken's thoughts on the day. Yeah, he did a great job sort of summarizing that last time. Love for him to do that again for us if you'd like. And love for you guys to have a little crosstalk and visit with each other about the day. We could also talk about future events and get a sense of what maybe people are thinking and what we would like to do for in the future. But Ken, if you would show us a little bit about your experience today and your insights.
Well, thank you, David. I'll tell you that I enjoyed today at least as much as yesterday. And I'd like to thank everyone who attended today's American Future Series Space Innovation Summit or participated over the course of the 2 days. David, thank you, Michelle, Zaire, and the rest of America's Future Series team for coordinating and planning this event. I know that in this virtual environment, that is not an easy thing to do. And Scott at Murray Media, you did an outstanding job. Thank you very much. And so as a kind of a title sponsor, thank you for everyone. I'd like to say that first up front, and thank our sponsoring partner, TechSpace, for their support in making this such a successful event. I want to start by revisiting the 2 fireside chats that I had. First of all, with JT Thompson, Lieutenant General JT Thompson at the Space Force, who leads SMC, and so many other critical elements as we transition and stand up another the whole Space Force, the transformational change that JT is leading with General J. Raymond. It's companion and collaborative with the transformational change that the Honorable Ellen Lord spoke about in the fireside chat with her. I thought that was both enlightening, entertaining. It was very rewarding for me to hear their perspectives, and I enjoyed it a lot. I also want to thank them for participating. That's very personal for me. I think so highly of them both. I really enjoyed the honest conversation of the industry leaders. I thought the diversity was fantastic. We had a diversity of subjects and topics. We had diversity of participants, big companies, small companies, military, industry, government, domestic, US, as well as some from other countries. The diversity of the discussion was fantastic. The diversity of the participants and attendees, and the diversity of the audience. I thought there's strength in diversity, enormous strength in diversity. It makes the conversation so much richer, and it always broadens my perspective and exposes me to perspectives and points of view that I hadn't adequately considered previously, and it brings so much value. Beginning today, again, Major General Lee Levy. Lee, you did a great job with Tori Bruno. You and Tori talked about the synergies between government and industry, the synergies in private and public sector investment. I thought that was a terrific conversation. It aligns well with the philosophy and thinking that we have at Viasat. We're spending several $billion of our own money to field satellite space capabilities and be a global internet service provider. And I thought Lee and Tori echoed and amplified some of our own philosophies in that regard, and I enjoyed hearing that. I have to say also that the VC conversation, the Steve Altemus's panel with respect to the work going on between Intuitive Machines and Chris Colbert at NASA, and the I think he called it CLIPS. What's CLIPS? Commercial Lunar Payload Services, under the sponsorship and participation of Bucky Butow. I thought that was really an interesting discussion because he talked a little bit about the cost and timeline of NASA putting an asset or making a trip to the moon and back, and the fact that they're doing 6 of those, okay, for the price of 1. So you're seeing a better than 20% reduction, better than 80% reduction in cost, and as they lean to the private sector. And then once again, the fact that Chris mentioned that his NASA team was not even participating in the preliminary design review and the critical design review being done by these private sector teams as they launch these endeavors to the moon and return safely. I thought that was a real step forward in mandating or contracting for outcomes and stepping back from specifying or overly specifying the how it gets done. And it leverages private sector investment and private sector technology trajectories in such an awesome way. I thought that was fantastic. I thought that In addition to that, getting back to Paul Szymanski and the way he finished, I thought that was fantastic. I thought it's a kind of a sobering way to finish, because he talked about the many threats to space, cyber, and in fact, he identified some threats that frankly I wasn't that familiar with. So in some ways, it's kind of sobering, but it's also, I thought I was also impressed because he also mentioned the deterrent aspect that space brings, the fact that we know what's going on, the fact that we have ISR, that we have Earth sensing. It gives us clarity. He mentioned the fact that a lot of times conflicts has started because there's a misunderstanding. And I think space offers an opportunity to calm the situation and improve the understanding, avoid the misunderstanding. And I thought that brings a kind of a hopeful perspective to the common ground of space, and the fact that space needs to be and is open to all, that we all need to respectfully manage and govern the common ground of space. So I thought it was, again, an outstanding conference. David, Michelle, Scott, I thought you guys, you all did a fantastic job bringing this off from a sponsorship perspective. Again, Viasat, very grateful to participate. Z, you did a fantastic job. You must have chaired 3 or 4 panels. You do that so with such a light touch and a thoughtful perspective. I'm grateful for that. And again, to just wrap up, the diversity of perspective, the diversity of topics, the diversity of the participants and the spokespeople, as well as the diversity of the constituents that participated from an audience perspective. I thought there's enormous power in that, and harnessing the power of that diverse perspective, the diverse points of view, the diverse value propositions that people see in space. I think that's an enormous opportunity. Thrilled to be a part of it. Glad to do it again. David, thank you for keeping us in mind. And I've enjoyed the past 2 days very, very much.
Thank you, sir. And you done once again. You did a great job summarizing it, et cetera. I want you to know we're going to use this as a video. What you just said, you're going to use that liberally. Anyway, thank you, sir, and you have a great day. We'll finish out with our team here. I just want to say have a great evening, and hopefully maybe you get to sleep someday. We got you up pretty early today.
All right. Thanks so much.
Well done. Well done.
Out here.
Bye now. And so, Jack, I did want to say hi to you, sir, and thank TechSpace and of course Z for helping organize this. And by the way, I didn't get to tell you that I really love your command center there, Jack, Two Fish. I mean, we need to.
Isn't it cool?
It's cool. We need to host the whole thing from there. It's as nice as Murray Media, right? It's great stuff.
Well, you know, we gotta control that thing going all the way to the moon. So might as well do it in style.
Yeah, you do it in style.
I just wanted to say thank you for having Mr. Peterman go first, because then Z and I don't have a whole lot to say, because he did such a darn good job of summarizing the day. That must be why he's a CEO, and thanks to Viasat for their sponsorship of this event, you know, and his just thoughtful engagement that really steered it and made it what it was. There's not a lot to add after his excellent summary, so I just wanted to say, you know, in abstracting the 2 days worth of conversation, is that, you know, as we ended with the discussion from Dr. Szymanski on orbital warfare and just kind of the sobering aspects of why it matters, you know, there's 2 parts. The space economy is booming, and the threats in space are booming. And because of that, there is an impetus to move, and to move with action. I think 2020 was a year of Zoom. I think 2021 is a year of doing. And it is so exciting to see that over 2 days, a diversity of thought, a diversity of panels in what tools can be used by the free world to make sure that the space economy remains free, that we synergize amongst civil, commercial, and military space to have best effect worldwide. And I, you know, from the finance discussions, the acquisition discussions, you had investment, you had innovation, you had just such a broad spectrum of conversations around a central idea that space matters. Space is sexy right now, and thank you to the America's Future Series and your whole team for putting this on, because you've really set the stage for a conversation to continue. And it's not like just general everyday folks are signing into this. It's industry leaders, it's professionals, it's folks who are interested and engaged, and those are the same folks that are like little seeds gonna start a wildfire that really makes a difference in space. And so thank you to you and your team for putting this on and doing such a doggone good job. I thought it was a fantastic 2 days and a great way to really kick this amazing year in the Jimmy and get it going even faster than we already are. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you, sir. We look forward to working with you in the future, and we look forward to people reaching out to you, not only in the Houston area, but from around the country and around the world, to learn more about tech space, how you can collaborate with them, how you can support them if businesses want to grow and prosper and excel and support our national defense, our national security. I hope that they will reach out to you at TechSpace and learn more about your organization. Congratulations for standing that up. That's going to be a huge boost to the economy and a huge boost to the entire space ecosystem. Appreciate you doing that, sir. You have a great evening, and we'll talk very soon.
Sounds great. Good night, y'all.
Thanks, Jack.
Z, good. Well, we're going to finish up with you, sir, if it's all right. And
it's my pleasure.
Love to hear what your thoughts are, and any closing remarks you'd like to have.
I'd just say, wow, it has been a heck of a 48 hours. And the ideas everyone has had here and their marks and the concepts are really impressive. Many thanks to Ken and Jack and the entire team, General Radigi, General Levy, who is very much my partner in crime on many things. I just want to call out a couple people who do not get enough mention. Michelle Pearson is super key. She is the person behind the green curtain, pulling the levers and the strings, etc. In this wonderful, city of Oz that David has created. And also Max Hamilton and Stephen Pearson have been just super critical to charging things forward. If I can just add one, leave folks with one set of thoughts, is that there were a lot of takeaways today, probably more than anybody could write down or really hold in their head. And for that reason, what we do is we're going to have a lot of these conversations available later through the America's Future Series YouTube channel for folks to review. Typically at close to the end of all our panels, we have been asking our panelists and our speakers for recommendations to be prescriptive. Those are key takeaways. And we hope that people walk away with those. We hope that those propagate to all parts of society. Because there is an amazing energy around space. It is a place of extreme and infinite opportunity, and yet there are extreme challenges that we are going to face as well. So we need to work together in a collaborative spirit to move forward. And I'll close with that and just say thank you everyone for attending, and thank you to our entire team.
Thank you, Z. Have a great evening. We appreciate you. So Scott, I think what Z said there is really important, that people need to understand that all of this content will be available on YouTube. And if you think you missed it, you didn't, because you can go out to YouTube, you can go out to the America's Future Series, and you can download these. And also, maybe we should visit a little bit about the things we've got planned coming up.
We do have, we've got some wonderful things that are coming up. First of all, did you want to share anything? Did you want to learn more about, if anybody out there would like, here, the Magellan and the Defense Roundtable? Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm thinking that, maybe we visit a little bit about the fact that we're going to be collaborating with Murray Media again. And I want to say, I got to do a shout out for Murray Media, Doug Murray, who leads Murray Media, Justin here, who's been leading all the tech work, et cetera, do an outstanding job. If you want to put on a podcast, if you want to put on a program like this, you need to reach out to Murray Media. This is something you've been doing for a number of years. You've got all the equipment, all the know-how, et cetera, all the connections. I can't thank you enough for the great program that you helped us put on and have every time. I want to say
Nope.
thank you to Murray Media.
It's easy. All you've got to do, folks, little plug here,
Mhm.
murraymedia.net. You see it right over there. murraymedia.net, more than you'd ever want to know about how you can be a part of something like this as well. So thank you, David.
Had to say that. So this program ends at the end of the month. This is a 4-event program, and it runs all the way through the 28th of April. So people think of this as the space event. They think of the cyber. They think of the pitch day. They think of the Defense Innovation Summit as being separate. But this is a set of events, 6 full days, 158 speakers. And if you got if you had got admission to this one, you're already signed up for the next one. The link that you got will get you free admission to all of those.
Gets into the fall too.
Well, all the way through the end of this month for these.
Okay, at the end of this month for April. Okay.
Right. Now, to your point, in the fall, we are going to replicate this set of virtual events, which will be hybrid. And if you would bring up that slide, I'd like you guys to focus a little bit on, I'd like everyone to put on their calendar. They need to know about in late September, we are going to have 3 amazing leaders, General McChrystal, General Mattis, and General Petraeus, all coming together. We're going to honor General McChrystal with the Magellan Award, our late great friend, the 103-year-old warrior.
Yeah, he was the best, wasn't
Yeah, Maggie Magellan.
No,
It's
just great.
General Petraeus is a past recipient of that award. We have a long litany of wonderful people who serve, that continue to serve, like Maggie did. And General McChrystal knew Maggie when he was a kid, when he was in high school. They used to go fishing together. So it's kind of
What a
fitting.
great legacy, huh?
Yeah, great legacy that we honor General McChrystal for his military service and his service out of uniform to our nation in late September. And if you'd like to be part of that, if you'd like to know more about that, please go to the America's Future Series. Reach out to me. You can reach me at david@americasfutureseries.com. So we've got a lot of great things planned. We want to invite people to join us. We're very inclusive. We're not the Air Force. We're not the Army. We're not the Navy. We're not the Marines. We're not the DOD. We're not investors. We're not pitch companies, et cetera. We're just simply a forum for all of those people.
Mhm.
And at the end of the day, if we can put people together and they do business together, they create things together, we're serving our mission. Our mission is to not have a mission. Our mission is to help people with their mission.
Yep. Put yourself out of work, right?
Yeah, we're going to put ourselves at work, but all we are is a convening authority. We bring people together. So if you have interest in this, you want to be a volunteer, you want to be a speaker, a panelist, et cetera, you want to be a sponsor like the great Viasat organization has been,
Right.
Please don't hesitate to call us.
Good. Did you want me to show you that 1-minute spot we've got at Murray Media?
I do, because this is the sort of thing that you can do, and Murray Media can show you how to be in the business of putting events on like this.
Take it away.
Let's finish with this. Here we go.
Hey, how about it? Ever find yourself in the need for audio or video services? Maybe staging for a live production or special event. Whether it's indoors or out, large or small, audio or video, Murray Media can get the job done professionally, efficiently, and competitively. From creation to conclusion, the Emmy Award-winning team at Murray Media is prepared and poised to video your world. From corporate and industrial videos to nonprofit videos and special events, even those with well-known celebrities on hand. Television programs, TV commercials, website videos for both professional and personal use. Simply visit our website at murraymedia.net. We look forward to talking with you. Murray Media, always poised to video your world.
Well, that gives you a little idea of what it's all about. But murraymedia.net, there's a lot more information with the virtual side of things and all the new things that we're now doing as well. So you can be a part of it, and we'd love to hear from you. murraymedia.net. That said and done, why don't you bring us up to date as we say goodbye as to what we've got coming up next week and thereafter?
We'll be here live from Murray Media Studios next Tuesday, starting around the same time, I think 9 o'clock Eastern. Please go out to our website, americasfutureseries.com. Please join us again for our Cybersecurity Innovation Summit. Thanks to you, and thanks to everyone else. Thanks to our audience. Look forward to seeing you next time.